Hello, friends. Welcome to yet another episode of Tea Talk with Owen. My name is Owen Fernandez, and I wish you a good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever in the world you are. Today in Central Europe, the weather is not very good. It's cloudy since morning, wet, and a little bit of chill as well. The temperature, as compared to yesterday, has fallen by around 10 to 11 degrees. So let's not sulk on the weather. Today is the 5th of August, 2021. And our topic for today is the winning equation. Friends, I love the spirit of Olympics. It is one event that, apart from being so colorful, brings in people of all countries, big, small, rich, poor, together on one single platform to showcase the very best talent that they possess. As you and I know, currently the 2020 Tokyo Olympics are being held in the year 2021. I love the spirit that the human spirit is very strong, it's very determined, and it's very resilient. We are going to fight this COVID pandemic come what may. We as a family, I'm talking about myself, my wife, and my two daughters, love to watch the Olympics live or even recorded daily, especially the track and field events. I love the competitive spirit between the athletes, all aiming for one thing: to win a coveted prize, which is an Olympic medal, be it gold, silver, or bronze. Friends, it is wonderful to see individual and team brilliance on full display. It is a great sight to watch and capture various emotions, both of joy, of grief, of sadness, and of frustrations once the race is over. And after that follows the award winning ceremony where each individual that has bagged a prize represents the country from where they come from. Now, I know that it is an immense moment of pride, a moment so difficult to forget for those involved. Now, having said that, I come back to the topic of today, the winning equation. Friends, I've observed a few common things that all these athletes and all these individual sportsmen and sportswomen have all endured through the voice of the commentators speaking about their history, their journey, their struggles, their triumphs, to come up to that level to display themselves and their skills at the Olympic level. And needless to say, it hasn't been smooth at all. But having said that, there is something that I have seen in all these people that show up at the Olympics. And this is what I would like to share today in episode number 28, The Winning Equation. So grab a cup of tea or coffee wherever you are, take a relaxing seat as we go into this topic. Now, for those who have not seen this episode, or for those who would like to know more about these things that I'm doing every Tuesday and Thursday, please go to my YouTube channel. You will find all the previous 27 episodes up there. Feel free to like, share, and even support and by subscribing. So let's get into this episode. If you are watching from somewhere and you would like to connect with me live, please feel free to connect with me. As I said before, I love the Olympics. And the thing that I would like to share today is something very simple yet powerful. Friends, the sad part of simplicity is that most people ignore most people ignore what is simple. There is great power in simplicity. Now I would like to start with a saying as usual. This time from Arnold Palmer. It says, winning isn't everything, but wanting it is. Life is a game board. You must make a move to be victorious. You must have a desire to showcase all the gifts and talents that the Creator has placed in you. Winning isn't everything, but wanting it is. And I completely agree. Now, friends, As with all games, I repeat, as with all games, at the end of it, there is an outcome called a result, followed by rewards. So if you're playing any game, there is bound to be a result. And then later on the basis of the results, you get rewarded. We love rewards, don't we? All of us love rewards. We all love to win. Success, in fact, is the reward for a series of consistent wins. But, friends, as in a game, all can't be winners, and that too every time. So, how can one be on the winning side consistently? Is there a formula? Is there something that we could follow to get consistent wins in any task or any event, or in fact, in any given project? I believe there is, and this is what I would like to share with you. As I said, simplicity is very, very powerful. And in fact, life is simple. Now, hold on. I said life is simple. I never said life is easy. Life is simple, but to keep it simple is difficult. So, where am I heading to today? I'm heading to sharing something that I'm really excited about every time I share with hundreds and even thousands of students that have come across my life in the last 15 years. Friends, the foundation of my observation, as I mentioned, watching Olympics, originates from an expectancy theory of motivation suggested by this gentleman by the name of Victor Vroom from the Yale School of Management. And this was suggested by him in 1964. I repeat, in 1964. Friends, I wasn't even born then. No wonder they say old is gold, and it's so very true. Now, what does this expectancy theory of motivation speak about? It says that individuals have different sets of goals and can be motivated if they have certain expectations. The first thing is that in order to win, you at least need to believe that you stand a chance and expect that all things being equal, you could probably be a winner. It says that people need to be motivated, internal motivation, an all consuming desire to put in the effort to get performance and thus rewards. Now, this he calls expectancy. Friends, this effort is directly proportional to the value they place on the rewards. Not all value rewards the same way. And Victor Vroom talks about it that the value you put on reward is called valence. This he calls valence, which simply put is the value each individual gives to the rewards. In fact, he also talks about that different people put different values on the reward they seek, and thus their efforts are based on it. So if you value something and you want it desperately, and you are ready to put in all the effort in order to get what you want, believe me, you will get close or even win. But however, for some, the rewards are not worth it, and thus it's reflected in the efforts. Needless to say, if the rewards are not attractive, they tend to put less effort, which is reflected in their performance. Now, this was the theory part of it. Now, what did I do is that I studied it thoroughly and derived an equation, which I'm going to share. Some kind of a mathematical deduction, a little bit of play, so to say. And I'm excited to share that with you. So if you have got a piece of paper or a pen, take this equation from me and you can thank me later for it. Now, this equation has got four variables and I call it EPR square. Now, EPR square, if you say it aloud, it might sound something like the area of a circle is pi r square. But of course, not in a mathematical sense. I just said I'm just striking a parallel from my observations. I have shared this equation with thousands of people all through my career, in all to my teaching courses, whenever it is possible. When people ask me, hey, Owen, how is it that there are certain people that consistently win? Now, EPR square. Now, let's go a little bit deeper into finding what these variables could mean and how are they interrelated or correlated. Friends, the first variable E stands in for effort. What do I mean by that? To get any reward, people need to be motivated to put in the effort. Most people fail to put in the effort. There could be various reasons for that. Now, one of the most important reasons why people fail is that they are faulty, they have been programmed faultily. Their belief system itself says that you can't do it. The negative feeling, I can't do it, I'm not good enough, I don't have it, and all that stuff. It all is in your mindset. The faulty programmed belief system that putting in the effort will not give them the desired levels of performance. Now, you and I know that anybody who has been or who has qualified to be a participant in an Olympic event does put in a lot of effort before the Olympics in order to go through the qualifying round. I'm just showing you a few pictures. The amount spent in the gym to get your body conditioned, the hours and hours of time you spend, if it is a team effort with your coach, with your mentor, with your supporting staff, okay, irrespective of whether it's a sunny day, a dull day, morning, evening, afternoon, there has been tremendous effort put in. Now, those who are not ready to put in the effort simply because of a faulty programming, they are all these things are all mental and self-imposed. So you have got to break the mental barrier, saying that you want it desperately, you have the desire, you need to put in the effort. Now, those that don't believe, they just put in the average effort, which is mediocre at best. And we all know that mediocrity or average performance does not get you a win. You cannot be rewarded for a mediocre performance or an average performance. The very fact that you desire an award for an effort that is at best mediocre or average is something is wrong with you. So the first part of the formula is E, which stands in for effort. Ask yourself this question. Whatever it is that you want in life, which I call a win, are you ready, or do you put in the hours of concerted, focused effort? Now let's take for example those on the track, 100-meter, 200-meter, 400-meter, or whether it is long distance, 3000 meters, or whatever it is, the steeplechase, the hurdles, the discus throw, the javelin throw, the hammer throw. If you look at what brings them to represent their country on an international level to our homes on the television screen, it's just not their name, it's the effort that they have put in through all those 4 years and getting through the qualifying rounds in order to be considered the best of the best to compete at the Olympics. Ask yourself, even in swimming, those people that come to display their skills, their talents on the world stage at the Olympic level, I've spent hours and hours and hours daily in various swimming pools, indoor or outdoor, whatever you may call, under the eyes of trainers, mentors, coaches, constantly working out and seeing how they can compete with the best of the best. We come to the next variable that's called P, and that is performance. P stands for performance, which follows any effort. Friends, the quality of your effort is directly proportional to the intensity of your purpose. Now, we all know that Any any effort for that matter, will give rise to performance. Any effort will give rise to performance. Now, it could be a good effort that could give a good performance, or a good effort could also give a bad performance for various reasons. Now, if it gives a good performance, great for us. We continue to progress and move forward towards the final goal. But if it is a bad performance, then to get a good one, we need to do it over again to find out what went wrong where. Here, if you are not strong enough in your mind, and if your desire is not a burning, all burning desire, most people will give up and not proceed further. So, just in case, if you give a good performance and if you give a good effort and somehow the performance is not good, we need to repeat it over again till we get it right. Now, I have seen people who have lost a major race in a major event, even in fact an Olympics, only to come back strong 4 years and win the prized medal. Hats off to these people. And just as a matter of encouragement, my mentor John Maxwell says that you are never good at the first time. And as Jim Russell put it so well, repetition is your best friend. The more you do something, the better. So these athletes, these sports people that we are seeing on screen for the last 10 to 12 days, performing at the very highest level, they have put in hours and hours of effort, and they have monitored their performance on a daily, weekly, monthly basis under the vigilance of their mentors and coach. Have a look at these slides. These are people who have put in the effort behind the scenes, and on the main stage, they have performed. The D Day is a reflection of all your efforts right up to that particular day. On that particular day, your mental, physical, emotional factors come into the picture. Your resilience, your strength, your calmness, your peace. And it's so wonderful to see all these people display their very best on the day of reckoning, only with one aim: to go in the direction and win the coveted prize of an Olympic medal. Ask yourself, have you put in the effort? If the answer is yes, ask yourself the quality of the effort. Now, as I said, every effort will bring in the second variable, performance. Now, if the performance is good, ask yourself how good and compared to what? Who is the benchmark? Now, if the performance does not show up good after a good effort, take courage. All you've got to do is that go back to the drawing board and find out what went wrong and repeat till you get good. So we come to the third variable, which is called the first R, the result. So if you have put a good effort which resulted in a good performance, you need to be getting a result. The first R in the EPR square formula stands for results. Every performance will give you a result, and it is the result that are rewarded. So good performance may fetch you a good result or may not. It all depends on the standard of people that are competing in that particular event. Sometimes your good may just not be good enough to attract a great reward. So if a good performance gives you a bad result, again take heart and don't give up. What do you do when a good performance gives you a bad result? Reflect, reevaluate, and redo, and surely you will get it. What? The good result. Friends, it is it is it has been documented that Alva Edison tried thousands of times before getting it right. Finally, each attempt was seen as getting closer to the result. Each attempt was seen as something that hasn't worked, and using the elimination theory, he tried something different to get closer to the result, the win, and thus the reward. So, all these people who compete at a very high level, they put in hours of effort, which results in performance. They go through the screening of all those events that precede the Olympic. They come onto that stage and deliver on the day of reckoning, and the results for are all of us to see. Look at Hussein Bolt. In one of the interviews, he was asked, Hussein, you are a star now. Okay, look at the Olympic records and the Olympic medals. And these things have brought you richness as well in terms of wealth. Now, what did he do? All he did was to run a particular yard of meters, whether it is 100 meters or 200 meters, the best that he could do. But the amount of wealth that he has generated over running the best 60 meters or 60 minutes of his life running at top speed, we only look at the money he has made. But when you ask him, he said that it has taken 18 to 20 years of effort on a day-to-day best basis in order to be on that particular level, and to perform at that particular level. Effort, performance, results, and then the rewards. EPR square. Most people want to get rewards, and they do not focus whether their efforts, if at all, have resulted in some sort of tangible result. They're not interested in what they do, the performance they put in. They're only interested in the rewards, not the results. Now have a look at these people on your screen. What a moment. And interestingly, if you see or if you watch most of them, they even shed a tear. And those tears are tears of joy after all the pain that they have endured to be at that level. It amazes me the human spirit to overcome. And each person holding the medal or receiving the medal has got a story to tell. It is just not like by luck or by chance that they are there. There is nothing called luck when it comes to preparation of 4 years in order to get a coveted medal. All those from various countries, each and every individual, irrespective of race, irrespective of gender, irrespective of whatever field they are competing in, have got a story to tell. And all those stories will follow this equation of EPR square. I'm sure their effort resulted in a performance. The performance brought in a result, and that result, taking into consideration the other players in the field, has actually given them a beautiful reward in a form of an Olympic medal that will write their names in the book of history as somebody who excelled through persistence, discipline, focus, hard work, and is worthy of that reward. Remember, EPR square, the equation that brings you a win almost every time. Now, just in case, if you may ask me, hey, Owen, I have put in the effort, I've got some performance, but my results were not rewarded. Take courage. Ask yourself if you could repeat the same cycle once again in order to show that you are consistent in all seasons. And let me give you this assurance that you will be rewarded. It's not about fame, it's not about money, it's about overcoming. It's about the belief in yourself. It's being true to yourself. Now, many people, including my wife, is asking me, Owen, why are you doing this every Tuesday, every Thursday? It takes a lot of your time and your effort. I've been showing up for the last 28 times, that is 14 weeks. It's almost 3.5 months. If I could influence one person on this call now or in any of the recorded sessions at any point of time, it would be worth it. So, friends, as I close this today, put in the good effort to get a good performance, which will result, which will give you a good result suitable for a great reward. EPR square, the winning equation. Hope this has helped you. My name is Owen Fernandez, and I help people discover their purpose and thus find their true north. I do this using holistic tools of psychometrics, which helps you align your functionality with your natural personality. In short, I help people win. So, just in case if you are struggling in any area of your life, give me the opportunity to come alongside you and assist you. My contact details are at the end of this video. Feel free to connect with me and let's talk. Finally, I end up with a quote from Pat Summit, who said, winning is fun, sure, but winning is not the point. Wanting to win is the point. Not giving up is the point. Never letting up is the point. Never being satisfied with what you have done in the past is the point. Effort, performance, result, rewards. EPR square. Thanks for watching. If you liked this episode, please comment and share. Also, you could go to my YouTube channel and subscribe to it. There you will find this video as well as many other videos. Again, I repeat, remember the win is always within you. I'm here to help you be victorious. I believe in you and together we can. So stay safe. See you soon on the next episode of Tea Time with Owen.